Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Imokwedok here, and so I want to welcome you all to this section today. It's been a while. We made a video concerning some of the new innovations and you know policies that will help learners learn in our schools, whether they are both public and private schools. I've been away because I had to go back to school and learn more. So some of the things I want to share with you today is just I want to talk about scaffolding in teaching and learning. And I'm not talking about the scaffolding you do when you are constructing a building, but the scaffolding I'm talking about is connected to teaching and learning in our schools. And this scaffolding I want to talk about um, is a concept deeply rooted in Levgotsky's theory of zone primal development (ZPD). Now, away from all the big grammar, which I just like to break it down for teachers, educators, and school owners, that they both understand what scaffolding is and how it can help them improve teaching and learning in their schools. So, in teaching, scaffolding is an instructional method where educators provide temporal targeted support. The key word for scaffolding is the support that educators or teachers are providing, instructional support they're providing in the classrooms is targeted, and also secondly that it is temporal, and these two things help the learners to learn effectively in the class. So targeted supports, temporal and targeted support to help learners master new concepts. As students gain confidence, as the learners are gaining confidence, gradually this support is removed or it will be faded out until the students cannot complete that particular task independently. I'll give you an analogy. You want to teach your child to ride a motorcycle, a bicycle. At first, the parents want to support the child in riding the bicycle by supporting the bicycle from behind. It gets to a point when the parents feel that this child cannot ride this bicycle very well, and gradually he removes his hand from the bicycle. The child not even knowing that he's the one riding the bicycle alone all along, until he looks back and is surprised that his dad is far off or his mom is far off. That's just a concept. It gives an analogy of what scaffolding does. Like I said, the theory is on Levgotsky theory of zonal of the zone primordial development ZPD. However, I will just in conclusion, because I want to try and make this video very short. Let's see how how does scaffolding work. I know that's the next question teachers and educators want to learn. So there are three steps to scaffolding. One is I do, we do, you do. These are the three steps to helping you utilize scaffolding in your teaching methodology. I do, which is modeling, is the teacher explicitly demonstrating that particular skill and concept that you want the learners to solve. Now, in demonstrating, the teacher is saying, thinking aloud and telling the students aloud the processes or his thought process in getting to the conclusion of where he wants to get to. So you are telling them the steps aloud. I will do this, and I'll get to this end. So you are modeling exactly what you want the children to learn, how you want them to get, the steps you want them to take, and the logic behind what you want them to do. So you're modeling. That is I do. The second step is we do. This is guided practice. The teacher and the students then both in collaboration also solve this particular problem, go through the concept, go through the logic behind solving this particular problem, and adjusting support as the students are doing this thing with you. Adjusting support, it means that you are giving real-time feedback and prompts to these learners so that they could learn effectively while doing this together. So we do is guided practice, and the last one is you do, which is independent practice. At this point, you allow the learners you remove the support entirely and allow the learners to tackle these tasks on their own. And that is these three: I do, we do, you do, is a guide on how you can utilize scaffolding. There are so many aspects of scaffolding that you could research further and learn. If there's opportunity, again, we'll talk about in the part 2 of this video. We'll talk about common scaffolding strategies and why scaffolding is important, etc., etc. So I want to thank you for joining us today. We're back again, and we'll be sharing more videos and tips on how you could become better educators and better teachers and better school managers in this century. Thank you very much for joining. My name again is Imokode. Bye bye and have a lovely day.